Well, the Warriors unfortunately go down 3 games to 1 against the Timberwolves. But this is just because Steph Curry's not on the field. Steph Curry was on the court, this would be a whole different series. I'm telling you all that right now.
It's basketball time.
Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Round Sports Podcast with sports, everything on the channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the Warriors again losing to the Timberwolves after having lost the previous game at home in a close margin. They lose again by another close margin, 117 to 110. But now, going back to Minnesota, they now have their hands full because they'll have to do something that they've not done before. Come back from a 3-1 deficit in a series. But this is primarily because Steph Curry's out. I'm wearing Klay Thompson right now to represent the Mavericks with the #1 pick in the NBA draft. But I am shocked. I'm really shocked, and I owe the Timberwolf fans a big apology. I really do. I owe them a big apology. But I'm gonna explain more in just a second. Before we get started, though, if you guys do enjoy this video, please sure to do me a favor, smash that like button down below, subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's get this video started. So the Warriors, oh my goodness, this is primarily just because Curry's out, because we won the game 1 that we had, and Steph Curry put up 13. So if he was still in this series, I believe it goes to a tied series, in my assumption. But to the team, they just are not the same without Steph Curry on the field. They're not the same with him on the court. The Warriors are not built to play without Steph Curry. They're not built that way. They are built to play behind Curry. Jimmy Butler was good in that trade, but he's not what Steph Curry is. We all know this. But the Warriors, we know that they weren't a really good team to begin with. I mean, apparently people had them expected to go out of the first round. But we own Houston, so I expected that. But when I look at the Warriors, they need to get another big-time shooter that's not named Steph Curry. If they're going to go, when they go into the offseason, which they could and might, because they don't have Steph Curry on the court, I believe they have to get rid of Kuminga. I get he had 23 last night. I think we need to try and trade for a player. And a player that's coming to my mind is Damian Lillard. Because now Giannis is wanting out. So soon, Dame could be wanting out. And if I'm looking at a trade detail that could happen, I'm looking at a trade that could combine with Jonathan Kuminga and Gary Payton II to send them to Milwaukee and a few draft picks in order to get Damian Lillard. Because when Damian Lillard is healthy, he is one of the better shooters in the NBA. But of course, we all know the Mavericks are now about to go and get Cooper Flagg. But to the Timberwolves, I owe them an apology. I really do. I'm not kidding. Julius Randle has been having a series for his career. He led the team in points with 31 points yesterday. And also Ant-Man, and I'm not even call him Ant-Man, I'm gonna call him the Legend Slayer. Because he's a Legend Slayer. And then he had 30. The second leading scorer was Nickel Alexander Walker, Mike Conley Jr., Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert, Dante DiVincenzo, and Naz Reid. I owe them an apology. I do. I heard what Ant-Man said, and I was like, hold on. We'll see what happens against Steph Curry. But Steph Curry's hurt. So, I believe that the Timberwolves are going to move on in this series because the Warriors don't have the necessary needs to face off against Ant-Man. At least we got farther than the Lakers did. At least we got farther than the Lakers.
Oh my God!
I'll take that any day. But when I look at the Warriors, they are not built to contend for a championship. They're not built that way yet. And another trade I could wind up liking is maybe bring in someone else. Maybe Giannis, maybe him. He's a good guy up in the front seven. He's a good guy that can slam dunk it every day, all day, every day. Well, when I look at the Warriors, they need another shooter. They need another guy that can shoot the ball. And primarily they need size. They need size to go against these hard-nosed teams. They barely survived Houston. And now they're about to be eliminated by the Timberwolves in 5. Kind of similar to the Lakers, but we got farther than they did. But to the Timberwolves, I am happy that they're moving on. They're gonna put up a fight against whoever wins the Oklahoma City Thunder and Denver Nuggets series. Congrats to the Timberwolves. You're gonna move on in this series. And to the Warriors, yeah, we got a lot of work to do if we're gonna contend for a championship. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think this series would have still played out the same way if Steph Curry was on the court? Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor. Smash like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I will see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.